now the time is 5:59. So we can start our next session. So am I audible? So just notify me on the comment box. Alright. So once again welcome to Nursing. Already we done one sessions that's regarding applied biochemistry. As we know that like okay, so sorry, so now the time is correct 6 o'clock. I hope you can see me, you can audible my voice. If you have any distraction means just write it in the comment box, okay, we can solve that one. Alright, this is the third time. Once again, welcome to Nursing Group. So today, as per the yesterday's stories, we know that today we are conducting 2 live sessions. One live session that is already over. We discussed regarding applied biochemistry and we discussed what are the important questions that you can get from applied biochemistry. So I hope that is useful and that is clear. So now the sessions, now I am going to talk about applied nutrition and what are the important questions that we can predict for this examination from the unit or from the subject of applied nutrition. Alright, we know that as a BSc student, BSc first year students, we are in the second semester. So in the second semester, we have total 2 examinations. Which are the 2 examinations? What are the 2 exams? So 2 exam means one is applied nutrition and applied biochemistry. Second is nursing foundation. So nursing foundation and only we have 2 different papers, but we need to study 3 different subjects. So that we can divide like this. One is applied biochemistry, second is applied nutrition and third is nursing foundation. Alright. If anyone is watching means just write it in the comment box. Okay, so your concern and your doubts, difficult topics you can mention in the comment box. We can discuss now. So you are not a BSc semester student means share this video or share this link with your BSc students. Alright, let's start the class. So we are discussing regarding the applied nutrition and dietetics. As we know that how many units we have? We have total 13 units are there. So total 13 units are there in applied nutrition. So first chapter that is discussing about introduction to nutrition. Clear? First is introduction to nutrition. What is the second unit? Second unit that is talking about carbohydrate. First is introduction to nutrition, carbohydrate. Okay. So next third unit that is protein. Okay, protein. And fourth unit that is about fat. Fifth unit about vitamins. So maybe some of the students they have a doubt like this. I am studying in Karnataka or I am studying in Kerala or I am studying in different areas. The unit or the syllabus is same. Yes, the unit and the syllabus are same. Because currently now we are following the updated or revised Nursing Council syllabus. So in the second semester almost the units are same. Clear? So if you are studying in Kerala or if you are studying in Karnataka, wherever you are studying, this is very useful. So you should share this video with your friends and don't forget to ask your doubts in the comment box. Clear? Okay. So 5 units, that is first is introduction to nutrition, second is carbohydrate, third is protein and fourth is fat and next is vitamins and next unit is about minerals. that is the 6th unit, 7th unit, balanced diet, and 8th unit, nutrition deficiency disorders. And the next is the therapeutic diet, cooking rules and preservation of nutrients, nutrition assessment, nutrition programs, and food safety. So these are the total 13 units we need to study in our second semester. Clear? Okay. So in each unit we can discuss which area is important. Clear? Which area is important that we can discuss. So regarding the first unit. So first unit, that is introduction to nutrition. So this chapter is giving a vast idea about what is nutrition and what is the importance of nutrition for nursing students. Okay, all this information you will get from the first unit. So basically, as per our blueprint, we know that we have a blueprint. As per the blueprint, in the first unit, introduction to nutrition, basically we will get a one MCQ question from there. Means a one mark questions. So once again, what are the type of question we have? What are the type of question we can expect in this examination? We can expect essay question and short essay question, very short answer question, and multiple choice question. Okay. So from the unit 1, we can, hello, hi, yes, okay, so who are the people are watching? Only few members are watching, so who are the people are watching? Just comment here, so we can discuss, we can chat each other. Okay, alright, clearly the first unit, introduction to nutrition, as per our blueprint, we can expect a 1 mark question, one MCQ question. So which was the MCQ question? We can get it from here. So we couldn't able to trust that. Okay, so sometimes they will ask one essay, not essay question, they will ask one very short answer question. Okay, so basically in the first unit, introduction to nutrition, we are studying about the definition of nutrition and the definition of health. Right. Next we are studying about malnutrition. So what is malnutrition? What is undernutrition? What is overnutrition? Malnutrition, undernutrition, overnutrition. These 3 things we need to study in the unit 1. And other than that, role of nutrition in maintaining health. So, when you are studying for your examination, we have enough time. Okay, for the second semester students, you have only 2 examinations, you have enough time. Okay, so what we need to do? Take a syllabus, and based on the syllabus, you should learn. Okay, based on the syllabus, if you are learning means we will get an understanding about the whole syllabus. Okay, whole concept we will get an understanding. Otherwise, what will happen when we are discussing about the previous year question paper, only we are focusing on the previous year question paper means we haven't get any idea about the concept. Okay, so sometimes last year we got one essay question. Which was the essay question? So one essay question was there. Write in detail about the infant and young child feeding. IYCF. What is that? Infant and young child feeding, and that was an unexpected question. Okay, so that type of question we can get it from different areas. So that is the reason again and again I would like to say that you should cover all the syllabus. Because in the first area, define nutrition and health, that is a simple area. Okay, just read and understand what is nutrition and what is health. Next is about malnutrition, undernutrition and overnutrition. Definition, each definition you should learn. If you are sometimes we feel difficulty to understand, not understanding by hearting one definition. Don't need to by heart the definition. Just read and understand the concept. Clear? Okay. Okay, previous year question paper. Yes, definitely we will tell the previous year question paper. In the end of the session, I will discuss. Actually, in Agricultural University, 3 examination is already over. The 3 examination question paper I will discuss. Okay. So, when we come to the first unit, role of nutrition in maintaining health. That area we need to learn. Next, factors affecting food and nutrition. That is also a portion you should read before your examination. That is not very much important. We couldn't able to predict one essay question, but we can expect some defined, very short answer question from that region. And also, in this portion, we are learning about the nutrients and their classification and macronutrients and micronutrients. What is macronutrients and what is micronutrients? That is important. And next is an organic and inorganic. What is organic and what is inorganic? Clear? Next is energy yielding or not energy yielding nutrients, and that is the classification. Next about the food, their classification, food groups and origin. So these are the important area from the unit 1. So as per our syllabus, they are giving that essay question and short answer question, very short answer question we can expect from this region. But as per the blueprint, they are telling about we can expect a one mark question. Okay. So one mark question we can expect from this region. Clear? Alright. So here I am writing some of the important questions. One essay question we can expect that is about the classification of food. If the essay question from the first unit, you will get classification of food. Okay, clear. Classification of the food may be get as a essay question, but this is a less chance. Next about the short answer. Short answer questions, factors affecting food and nutrition. Okay, for a 4 mark or 5 mark question or a 2 mark question, you can get a question like this. Factors affecting food and nutrition. Next about the explain about food groups. Explain the food groups. That may be a question. Next is about the functions of food and role of a nurse. Role of a nurse in the nutrition and health. Role of nurse in nutrition and health. That is also an expected question. And also 2 mark question we have. This is 2 mark question we have. 2 mark questions that include define nutrition, define energy, define calorie, define nutrient and classification, malnutrition, micronutrients, organic nutrients and inorganic. So elements of nutrition. This type of questions we can expect for very short answer. Clear? I hope it is clear. Okay. So if you have any doubt, if you need any explanation about any of the topic means, you can just write as a comment. Okay, hi. Macronutrients. What is macronutrients? Macronutrients means it is a type of food that required large amount in the diet. That is known as macronutrients. So for get a 2 mark question means define macronutrients. How to define? Macronutrients, it is defined as a chemical element substance that is essential in relatively large amount to the growth of health in the living organism. That is macronutrients. Example, protein or carbohydrate. Basically what is macronutrient? Macronutrient means it is a type of food that requires large quantity in our diet. That is known as macronutrients. This type of questions we can expect. If you need any discussion means, okay, that is clear. Okay. So if you need any type of discussion means, you just write it in the comment box. Okay. So that is about the unit 1. Clear? So next is that is very short answer. That is also we are discussed. So next is unit 2. So unit 2, what type of questions we can expect? Unit 2 is discussing about carbohydrate. Carbohydrate, it's their composition and recommended daily allowance. RDA, recommended daily allowance, and dietary sources functions. So these many things are included in carbohydrate and also energy. Some small portion is there that is talking about the energy. So what is the unit of energy? Unit of energy, it is known as kilocalorie. Clear? Unit of energy, it is known as kilocalorie. Alright. And also basal metabolic rate, BMR. Okay, definition of BMR. Maybe you can expect as a question, and also you should learn this one because BMR, it is important in our life also. Next is about factors affecting BMR. BMR and the factors affecting BMR is a expected question. So these many things we are learning from the unit 2. Unit 2 is talking about the carbohydrate. Then check with our blueprint. So in the blueprint, how much mark is get it from the unit 2? As per the blueprint, we can expect one MCQ question from unit 2, carbohydrate. And also I will tell you that every time we couldn't able to believe the blueprints, right? So some short answers also we can predict from here. Essay question most probably we couldn't able to get the essay question. Okay. So we don't know what is the questions and all, but in the short answer area we can expect some question. I will write one question. Functions of carbohydrate. Functions of carbohydrate and factors affecting basal metabolic rate. Factors affecting functions of carbohydrate and factors affecting basal metabolic rate may be get as a 5-mark question. Okay. Then other than that, we will get a very short answer that include definition of carbohydrate. And next is classification of all right. Okay. So shall we continue? Some technical error in between. So sorry for that. So regarding the third unit, hi ma'am, hello. Okay. Okay, third unit. The third unit, that is about protein. Okay. So in the protein unit also, essay questions you'll get or not. What about your suggestions? See, if you are seeing this one, just write it in the comment box. Okay. So regarding the protein, what are the things we are learning in our syllabus or in the classroom? What we learn regarding the protein? Regarding the protein, we studied the composition and the 8 essential amino acids, functions, dietary sources, protein requirements, RDA. These things we are learned in our units. So from the classroom we learn all these things. Clear? So in the protein, we can expect some essay question. Basically, as per the blueprint, we can expect one MCQ question or 1 mark or 2 mark or maximum 5-mark question from the unit protein or amino acid. Okay, so however, I will give you one essay question that you can predict, define protein and explain digestion, absorption and metabolism. If you are learning this one, means the complete chapter it is covered. Okay, so this one you should try to learn. Very short answer question, protein, energy, malnutrition. This is an area which is very important. Okay, protein, energy, malnutrition usually from the past year onwards, this protein, energy, malnutrition or PEM is a question, essay question or short answer question. So, and what are the other short answer questions we can expect from this region? We can expect define functions of protein. Okay, functions of protein. Functions of protein. Next is about protein, energy, malnutrition and classify protein. Okay, so classification also you should learn in the area of essay. Define protein, explain digestion, absorption, metabolism, classification and functions. So that protein area will be covered. From that it will get essay question or short answer question, very short answer question. Even it is in the 1 mark question means you can write the answers. And also regarding the protein, energy, malnutrition, that is very important. You don't forget to learn this protein, energy, malnutrition before your examination. Clear? Okay. So if you want any assistance for preparing this sessions or more I need to discuss regarding this session, you just write it in the comment box. Okay. Protein, energy, malnutrition, it is a, what is that? It is known as PEM and it is potentially fetal body depletion disorder and it is the leading cause of death in children in developing countries. Okay, so our India is a developing country, so PEM it is important. And also the type of PEM that include kwashiorkor and marasmus. This kwashiorkor marasmus explanation, it is important, and their treatment and prevention. These many things you should learn. Clear? PEM means protein energy malnutrition, and type of protein energy malnutrition, kwashiorkor, marasmus, and their prevention and treatment. Clear? Yes, I hope it is clear. And for the very short answers, you can or we can learn some of the areas that I will tell you. First is about, the first is in the very short answer we can learn some of the things, that is give examples of complete protein, and give good for sources of protein and functions of protein. What is amino acid? That is the questions. Okay, clear? Next question or next unit. What is the next unit? That is unit 4. Unit 4, fat. Okay. One essay question we can expect, that is function, sources and classification of lipid. Function, sources and classification of lipids we can expect from unit 4, fat. And short answer question. Short answer question means a 4-mark or 5-mark question. Essential fatty acid and cholesterol. That you will get like a short answer question. For very short answer questions, overconsumption of fat, cholesterol, essential fatty acid, these may be the question we will get from this region. Alright, when it comes to the syllabus, what are the things we need to learn in the unit 4, fat? That is classification, saturated fat, unsaturated, then functions, dietary sources, requirements, RDA. Clear? Yes. Okay. So these are the things we need to learn from the unit 4. Okay. So next is the unit 5, vitamin. Unit 5, vitamin. That unit, what are the things we are learning? In the unit 5, vitamin means here we are dividing vitamins or vitamins, whatever it is, dividing into 2 types, that are fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. Okay, yes, fat soluble vitamins and water soluble vitamins. So which are the vitamins are fat soluble and which are the water soluble? Any idea? Any idea? Fat soluble. Okay, fat soluble vitamins, that are vitamin A, D, E and K. Fat soluble are A, next D, E and K. A, D, E, K are the fat soluble vitamins. A, D, E, K and are the fat soluble vitamins, and water soluble vitamins that include vitamin B1. Vitamin B1, it is otherwise known as thiamine. That is important. For the short answer question, it may be get a question like that. Next is vitamin B2. What is B2? What is the name of B2? That is riboflavin. Okay, vitamin B2 we can expect. Next is nicotinic acid. Next is vitamin B6. Next is vitamin C. Okay, these are the water soluble vitamins are important. Clear? Next is for the short answer question, also riboflavin and vitamin C we can expect. And very short answer question, when it comes to the very short answer question, thiamine, iodine and hypervitaminosis, these are the questions also expect from this area. What is hypervitaminosis? Any idea? Yes, please. Any comments? Okay. What about fat deficiency? Hypervitaminosis. Hyper. What is hyper means? Why don't you say any of the answers? Hypervitaminosis. Any idea? Okay, so hypervitaminosis, it is a condition. Yes, it is a condition. Is abnormally high storage levels of vitamins, which can lead to toxic symptoms. That is known as hypervitaminosis. Hypervitaminosis, again I will tell the definition. It is a condition abnormally high storage levels of vitamin and which can lead to toxic symptoms. Clear? Okay, so these are the things we can expect from the area of unit 5 vitamin. Okay, So next unit, that is about minerals. Unit number 6 is about minerals. In the minerals units, we are learning about classification. Okay. So and also we will learn about the major minerals. So as a nursing student, as a second semester nursing students, what are the classification of minerals? Okay. And which are the major minerals we need to learn in this units? Any idea? First is classification. Sorry, calcium. First is calcium. Second is phosphorus. Calcium, phosphorus, and another is sodium, and another is potassium. Important questions. Okay, important questions I will tell you. Last 3 years questions I taken, and I will discuss in the last end of the video. Okay. Okay, next about minerals, the classification, major minerals that include calcium, phosphorus, sodium and potassium and magnesium. And trace minerals, these many things we are learning from this unit. And not only these things, what are the things? Functions of these minerals and dietary sources and RDA. Clear? Okay, so what are the questions? Essay question mostly, I think essay question we haven't get from this unit. Okay, we can expect the essay question from the next unit. Next 2 units are very important. Okay, the first 6 units are comparatively, from this unit we will get a short answer question and very short answer question and one more question. Clear? From the 7th unit onwards, full important area, full of essay questions and short answer questions, dietary plan, everything that we can discuss now. Okay. Minerals, from this unit, some short answer question. First is the classification of minerals. Next about the functions of minerals. From these minerals, I told you different minerals, about around 5 minerals name I tell now. So calcium, iron and phosphorus are important. Calcium, iron and phosphorus. Clear? And also additionally, you should learn the difference between macro and micro minerals. Clear? Okay, so sometimes you will get a very short answer like this. List the macro and micro minerals. Based on the universities, the question paper have slight difference. Okay, and sometimes some students from Maharashtra, they told that their question paper pattern is little bit different. Okay, in Karnataka, they are given the blueprint, or almost in Kerala, Karnataka, the question papers are same, and sometimes it have changes. It may have the changes. Don't worry, whatever changes it is there, our syllabus is same, what are the things we need to study, that everything it is same. Okay, clear. So the unit 6 minerals, that is also completed. It is very easy area. The difference between is the macro and micronutrients, that is also an important area. What is macro minerals and what is micro minerals? Macro minerals are present at the larger level in the animal body. And micro minerals are often referred to the trace minerals, meaning they are present in the low level. Okay, the word micro means low, macro means high. Macro means lot of things present in the larger level. Micro means trace elements, it is present in our body in a less amount. That is the difference. Okay, so that is about unit 6. Next, this is our main unit, that is about balanced diet, unit number 7. So in the unit number 7, we need to expect lot of questions. As per our blueprint also, 10 mark question we can expect from the balanced diet area. So in balanced diet, what are the things we need to learn? So first of all, we are learning about definition, principles and steps. Then food guides, so basic 4 food groups. And RDM, recommended daily allowance, a food exchange system. Food exchange system, last time you got a 5 mark question. I mean, remember that one? 5 mark question, that was the last year food exchange system. So this time also, maybe 2 mark question you will get. In other universities, you also expect this as a 5 mark question. And calculation of the nutritive values of the food, dietary fiber. And next about the nutrition across lifestyle, meal planning. Okay, meal planning, this is an area which is very important, and we need to study about meal planning. What is meal planning or menu planning? Menu planning for different peoples, like pregnant woman, lactating woman, meal plan for toddler. Okay, so that is important. Clear? Next is about diet and IYCF. IYCF. What is that? What is the full form of IYCF? Any idea? Last time this was a essay question. Last time on in 2020 December, the last year December, one exam was there. In the question was there. IYCF means infant and young child feeding. Infant and young child feeding. So this is an area we can expect an essay question. So here in our syllabus we need to learn about IYCF guidelines, breastfeeding and infant's food. Diet plan for the different age group of children, adolescents and elderly. Next, diet in the pregnancy, nutrition requirements and a balanced diet plan for the pregnant woman. Okay. The pregnant woman. Next is about the diet in pregnancy. Anemia in pregnancy. So anemia in pregnancy diagnosis and the diet of the pregnant woman. Not only pregnant, lactating woman is also important. Nutrition in lactation. Next it is nutrition in lactation. Nutrition requirements, a diet for lactating mother and complete complementary feeding and weaning. Okay. So this area we can expect an essay question. For example, one essay question if you will get it from this area means how it is. It is about importance of menu planning. Importance of menu planning for the pregnant woman and plan a menu for a sedentary or a pregnant woman. Next is about discuss the steps that involve in planning diet for lactating mother. So remember lactating mother menu plan, pregnant woman menu plan, that are important. Okay. Next is about how to make what are the menu plan. Any idea? Menu plan, how we can draw the menu plan. Okay, you use the table method. So if you get a question for the menu plan, make a menu plan like a table form. So I hope we need 4 different columns. First, second, third. First one, that is about, usually in India, first is about the food time, meal. Okay, what food we are eating. Next is about menu. Okay, next food stuff. Food stuff or food items. Clear? Last is about amount. Sorry. Actually weather is changed, so that's a reason common cold everywhere. So dear students, you should also taking care of your health because climate is changed. So fever may be occur. So take rest, drink lot of water, eat enough food. Okay, regarding the meal plan, first area meal. Meal means where in what time we are having food. For example, bedtime, bed tea, bed coffee or bed tea. Okay, so next breakfast, lunch. Okay, next tea time, dinner. And the next area menu means what are the food we need to include. For example, tea means 1 cup of tea and a rusk, for example. Okay, for the breakfast, milk, bread toast, next boiled egg. What are the things that you can add in second area. For the lunchtime usually chapati or dal. So different things we can write it here. And for the tea time, like for example, tea and poha. Yes. In the dinner time also boiled rice, chapati, vegetables, etc. In then food items means what are the items included. For example, if it is in a tea means that include milk and sugar. Okay. So you should write milk and sugar. So if that is a toasted bread means what are the things include bread and butter. Clear? Is it in the chapati or is it in the salad means what are the things include? Vegetables, tomato. Then what are the other things are included in the salad? That items you should write in the food items area. Next is amount, how many grams, 100 grams or 200 grams, like that we need to write. This is an example of a meal plan. Clear? So meal plan, it is an expected question. You should learn that one. Clear? Okay, next is about the diet plan, balanced diet, menu planning. Okay, these many things also is important. I will tell about that one. Okay, first short note, that is about balanced diet. Define balanced diet and role of nutrition in maintaining health. Okay, define balanced diet and role of nutrition in maintaining health. Next short note, that is about food exchange system. Food exchange system. Last time also this question get as a 5-mark question. So food exchange system, it is important. Next is factors affecting meal planning. Factors affecting meal planning, and what is menu planning, and explain the steps included in planning of a menu. Okay. Next is diet in pregnancy and diet in weaning. List the principles of weaning and explain schedule for weaning with appropriate example. That may be a question. And balanced diet for a toddler. That is also a short 5-mark question. Then when it comes to the third year community question paper, please explain. Third year community question means it may be for the GNM student, is it? So for the GNM third year students, you have exam on this 29, 30, 31, 1 and 2 GNM students have exam in Karnataka. Alright, we will explain about that. Okay, so we are explained about different type of questions in OBG that is available in the Nursing Guru YouTube channel. So check into that. Important questions we are discussed, and in the same way, mostly Manoj he will take the community questions. Okay. Then very short answer regarding the very short answer menu planning. It is a very short answer questions. And list the importance of menu planning. Then menu planning for the school going children, again and again pregnancy, lactation and toddler. Clear? And a balanced diet, exclusive breastfeeding, complementary feeding, sources of dietary fiber and diet for anemic pregnancy. Clear? These are the important areas. Don't forget to learn before your examination. This is about the unit 7. I hope it is clear. If you have any doubt, means write it in the comment box. And also, I noticed that only few students are there in the live. Okay, so some students are coming and going. Okay, whatever it is, you should share with your friends. I hope you are continuously studying with the help of books and with the help of our Nursing Guru app from the home itself. So that's the reason maybe you are taking a break from the mobile. Is it right? Yes? Alright, anyway, going to the next unit, that is unit number 8. It is discussing about the nutritional deficiency disorder. Okay, so nutritional deficiency disorder, in the unit also 10-mark question as per the blueprint and as per the previous years, as per the importance, whatever we are discussing, the nutritional deficiency disorder, it is very important. Okay, so here, nutritional deficiency disorder, what are the things we are learning? Okay, first of all, we are learning about the protein energy malnutrition. Protein energy malnutrition, and next, severe acute malnutrition. Some severe acute malnutrition. Have you heard this area? Severe acute malnutrition. Clear? That is one of the area. Then management and prevention and the nurses role in various nutritional deficiency disorder. It's a common question. Okay, clear? Whenever they are asking a question in the disorder, you can add some of the areas from the management and prevention and the nurses role. Clear? You will get additional mark. Then about childhood obesity. Childhood obesity, their signs, symptoms and assessment, and also the management, prevention for the nurses role. Next, about vitamin deficiency disorder. Vitamin deficiency disorders that include vitamin A, B, C, D deficiency disorders. Vitamin A, B, C, D deficiency disorder, causes, signs and symptoms, management, prevention and nurses role. Clear? Next is about mineral deficiency disorder. Mineral deficiency disorder that include iron deficiency, anemia. Then their causes, symptoms, management. Yes. Clear. Okay, these are the things we are learning from the unit number 8, nutrition deficiency disorder. Okay, so essay question this year from unit number 7 or unit number 8. We can expect one essay question. Okay, So here, these areas are very important, these terms. Kwashiorkor and marasmus. Protein energy malnutrition. When we are talking about this protein energy malnutrition, don't forget the types and classification cause Kwashiorkor and marasmus. It is a severe problem occurring in the children, especially in the developing countries. Next is about iron deficiency disorder and the phosphorus related questions and vitamin D. These are the questions you will get from this area. And additionally, explain the nurse's role in iron deficiency disorder. That is a question. And mention the deficiency of phosphorus. Deficiency of phosphorus also is a question. And explain vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiencies in children and adults. Usually the question will be like this: vitamin D deficiency in children and adults. From this area, if you get a very short answer question, so what are the question you will get? Vitamin D deficiency disorder. Clear? Then next, pellagra. Okay, vitamin, pellagra, ideally scurvy. Okay, then calcium deficiency, obesity, hyperkalemia, then scurvy, ideally keto, then metabolic anemia, that is an area. Then osteomalacia, what is osteomalacia? The causes of anemia. These are the questions you can expect from the unit number 8, nutritional deficiency disorders. Okay, any explanation if you need, you can just message to us. Okay, so regarding this phosphorus, usually we are not giving that much importance for the area of phosphorus, but this time for the syllabus and as per the blue, the phosphorus, so focus on phosphorus. Okay, then we move to the deficiency of anemia. What are the disorders occur due to the deficiency of anemia? Can you list down? Can you mention any of the deficiency, any of the disorders that occurs because of the deficiency of vitamin C? Anemia. Yes, next, bleeding gums. Then next, decreased ability to fight against the infection, and also decreased wound healing rate, and dry and splitting hair. That may be occur because of the vitamin C. If you have dry or splitting hair, means check your vitamin C level or add vitamin C rich nutrients or fruits in your diet. Okay, and other easily bruising, then gingivitis, possible weight gain. Sometimes weight gain occurs due to the deficiency of vitamin C. Then calcium deficiency, obesity, and hyperkalemia. Scurvy is, what is scurvy? Yes, this one. That is a disease caused by the lack of vitamin C and characterized by spongy gums and losing the teeth. Teeth will lose. Okay, because why the teeth will lose? Because the patient may get spongy gums. That's the reason their teeth will lose, and the bleeding into the skin and the mucous membrane. That condition, that severe condition is known as scurvy. Okay, remember that one. Clear? So next, we can move to the next chapter, that is about the therapeutic diet. This therapeutic diet also, it is important. Okay, therapeutic diet. So therapeutic diet, the things we are learning from this unit are the definition, objectives and principles of therapeutic diet. Definition, objectives and principles. Okay, and also if you get a question like an essay, means how it is, what is therapeutic diet, and explain briefly about the modifications of therapeutic diet. Or otherwise, what is therapeutic diet, or define therapeutic diet, and what are the objectives of therapeutic diet? Clear? Okay. Then plan a therapeutic diet for a cardiovascular patient. Clear? So this type of questions we will get. Diet planning. Clear? I hope it is clear. Then feeding techniques we are learning from this area, and also modification and the consistency of the nutrients, everything we are learning from this area. Then diet in diseases. So different diseases are there. Clear? Okay, different type of diseases are there. for that person, for a patient with that particular diseases, as a nurse who are learned or completed their nutrition classes, they are able to provide a diet plan, or they need to give a diet plan for the patient. So that is the reason in this unit we are learning about the diet in various disease conditions. What are the various disease conditions? For example, diet in constipation and renal failure, diabetes mellitus, that is a common condition, is it? Diabetes mellitus, and next is diarrhea and cardiovascular diseases, and diet planning for the cardiovascular diseases also is very important, and underweight, renal diseases, hepatic disorders and their diet plan. And next, post-operative period. In the post-operative period, what are the diet we can provide for a person or a patient? That is also included in this therapeutic diet area. Clear? This is the unit number 9. So total we have how many units? Total we have 13 units. Then we are moving to the last important unit, that is the 10th unit, that is talking about the cookery rules. Cookery rules and preservation of the nutrients. Cookery rules and preservation of the nutrients means in this region, based on this region, we are conducting a practical session. Clear? What about your college? In every college they will conduct one nutritional program. Okay, so the teachers in every college, the program may be different, but it is a very nice program, and in different colleges they will create or they will make arrangements or categorize the students into different groups, and for different groups the teachers or maybe some external teachers they will handle with a nutrition subject. So they will allot some of the topic for them. Based on the topics they are creating or they are making, they are cooking some items. Okay, that will be displayed in your college, and along with that, calculation of the kilocalories, daily calories index, and also the diet plan making, everything we are learning through that practical sessions. So what about your college? In your college, how many days? Okay, so how many days the cooking program was done? Mark scored, yes. How to score good mark in your examination? It is very easy. It is very easy. Learn or complete, cover the syllabus. Okay, make an understanding about the whole syllabus. If you have the basic understanding about the syllabus means, you can write everything in very easy way. With your own knowledge, with your own words, you can write it in the question answer sheet. Clear? Complete copy from the textbook, it is not cut and copy, it is not necessary for our examination. Okay, especially in National University, they doesn't appreciate cut and copies. Okay, they are checking how much you learn. What about your memory? Okay, how much you have learned. So that's the reason you should try to cover your whole syllabus, and based on the syllabus we are telling each and every unit which are the important area. You should learn the important area and be confident and write the exam very easily. You will get good mark. Okay, the unit number 10 about the cookery rules. In cookery rules, essay question, what are the things we are studying means cooking, their methods and advantages and disadvantages of cooking. Then preservation of the nutrients. We are learning the preservation of the nutrients. Then measures the safe food handling and safe food storage, food preservation and food additives, food adulteration. Food additives, food adulterations, and PFA, Prevention of Food Adulteration Act, PFA, and food standards. These are the things we is included in the unit number 10 as per our syllabus. So the question we can expect is that define cooking and their method of cooking. Okay, define cooking and the method of cooking is an essay question. Clear? Okay, then food preservation and additional question, it may be like this: the principles of food preservation and principles of food preservation. Clear? And also for the 5-mark question, food additives, food adulteration, food preservation. Okay, different household method are there, that is also important. And food PFA Act, food standards. These are the 5 mark questions. And also prevention of PFA means what is that PFA? Food. What is that? Prevention of Food Adulteration Act. Okay. Food standards, food additives. Clear? Next, very short answer. Food additives. This may be a question. Food prevention. Again, food prevention. Again, food adulteration. Roasting. Define poaching. Okay. Bring out some advantages of poaching. And steaming, grilling. Steaming, grilling, and food safety. Clear? Okay, so this is one of the important topic. This is one of the important topic. Then next, which is the next unit? Next unit, that is unit number 11. Okay, unit number 11. That is talking about what? Food additives and food adulteration is there. So do you have any idea about food additives and food adulteration? Food additives is a substance that is added to the food to enhance the flavor or appearance to preserve it. That is food additives. Food additives, a food additive is a substance that is added to the food to enhance its flavor to appearance or preserve it. Then what is food adulteration? Food adulteration, this is a process by which the quality of food is lowered either by the addition or inferior quality material by the extraction of the valuable ingredients. That is known as food adulteration. Clear? Then roasting, grilling, steaming, food safety. Everything it is important. Define food prevention. Clear? Okay, alright. Then move to the next unit because already time is 6:54. Now the 11th unit about nutrition assessment and nutrition education. Nutrition assessment and nutrition education simply. So here is a question also we can expect. Okay. Explain nutrition assessment and discuss the role of nurse in nutrition assessment. Role of nurse in nutrition assessment. Some questions that is about, and also simply when you are studying about this nutrition education, you should learn what is the importance of nutrition education, method of nutrition education, role of nurse in nutrition education, define nutrition education, objectives of nutrition education. It's very nice, huh? Nutrition education, importance, methods, role of nurse, define objectives of nutrition education. If you are studying this, the complete unit will be covered. Short answers, method of nutrition education. I told already. Next is the role of nurse in nutrition education. That is also discussed here. Clear. And sometimes very short answer, like a 2 mark question. Define nutrition education and objectives of nutrition education programs. Important of nutrition education we will get from this region. Clear. So it is very simple. When you are reading from the first time, it will be understood. It is a very simple area. Alright. What is this? Clear? Next unit, that is about the nutrition program. Yes, guys. This nutrition program, we need to learn. A lot of things are there in the nutrition program. Okay. So in the nutritional program means, first of all, when you are learning about this nutritional programs and role of nurse in this unit, we need to learn or explain about the nutritional problems in India. Explain the nutritional, this is problem, not a program, problem. Okay. Nutritional problems in India and discuss the nutritional program in detail. Any of the nutritional program. They will tell any of the nutritional program and it need to explain in a detailed way. Okay, clear? So different nutritional problems you should learn. Clear? You should learn different nutritional problems. What are the nutritional problems in India? First is protein energy malnutrition. That includes marasmus and kwashiorkor, low birth weight. Next, nutritional anemia, iron deficiency disorders, and also nutritional, then what are other programs, other issues, overweight, underweight. Clear? Okay, and their solutions also we need to learn. Next, in the solution, the unit is National Nutritional Problems we are learning, and also National Nutritional Policy. Explanation about National Nutrition Policies is important. Next, then we are discussing about the National Nutrition Programs. Definitely, any of the program you will get for this type examination. Mostly, the main important areas are midday meal scheme. Okay, midday meal scheme and ICDS scheme. ICDS means Integrated Child Development Service. ICDS and Anemia Mukt Bharat program. This is new one. Anemia Mukt Bharat program. So that will also get like a questions. Next is midday meal scheme MDMS. MDMS. If you get like question like this, means don't be get confused. Midday meal scheme. Clear? Next, National Iron Deficiency Control Program. So National Iron Deficiency Disorder Control Program. NIDDCP. NIDDCP. National Iron Deficiency Disorder Control Program. Okay. Clear? Okay. Then weekly iron folic acid supplementation. Weekly iron folic acid supplementation. WIFS. Weekly iron folic acid supplementation. So and also the role of nurses in every program. These are the things are important. So you should learn. Clear? What are the things? WIFS, then midday meal scheme, MDMS, NIDDCP, then WIFS. What is that? Yes, iron deficiency program, anemia Mukt Bharat program, vitamin A prophylaxis program, vitamin A prophylaxis program. Okay, these programs are included from the unit number 12. So now we are going to the last unit, food safety. Okay, so this unit, food safety unit, it is discussing about the food safety. What is food safety or food hygiene? Define food hygiene or food safety and explain the process involved in maintaining milk and meat hygiene. Last time meat hygiene, that was a 5-mark question. Milk hygiene and meat hygiene, it is important. So explain the process involved, milk hygiene and meat hygiene. What is food hygiene? And the definition of food safety, that may be another question. And also then some act is there. Food Safety Regulatory Act, Food Safety Regulatory Act, and also food storage and general principles of storing food like milk and meat, and role of handling the food. Okay, then essential cooking practices. Essential cooking practices, these are the things are important. When we are expecting very short answer question from this area, means FAO, that may be a question. FAO means a Food Agricultural Organization and food agencies. NIN, what is NIN? NIN means the National Institute of Nutrition Objectives. National Institute of Nutritional Objectives. Clear? FAO means Food and Agricultural Organization. What is the aim of FAO? To help and maintain, to rise the living standard of the people and to improve the nutrition of the peoples in all the countries. Okay, that is the main aim of FAO. And list the agencies of food and nutrition. That is one of the another question. FAO, that is the first agency, is Food and Agricultural Organization. Next is what is that? NIPCCD. What is that? National Institute of Public Operation and Child Development. Okay, that is one of the agencies about food and nutrition and care. Cooperative for assistance and relief everywhere. Here, it is one of the agencies. Another one agency is National Institute of Nutrition. National Institute of Nutrition, NIN, and another is NNMB, National Nutrition Monitoring Bureau, former Field School, FFS, and IAAH, International Alliance Against Hunger. These are the different agencies about food and nutrition. I hope it is clear. Okay, so about applied nutrition, we discussed about total 13 units. Only you have 13 units. All these 13 units we are discussed now. So now the time is 7:03. Within 1 hour we completed this whole syllabus. Okay. And what are the questions we can expect from each and every area, that is also we discussed. Clear? So if you have any doubt, means definitely you can contact us without any hesitation. And other than that, I got some of the comment here about the previous year question paper. Clear? So in the previous year question paper, last year question paper, simply I will just tell you, now it's the time already, it is 7, that's the reason 1 hour it is completed. However, I will tell you the one essay question that is about write the advantages of breastfeeding. Clear? Breastfeeding. List down the guidelines for the meal planning during lactation. Already I told that. Lactation, pregnant woman and toddler. That is very important. Clear? And about the short answer, explain in detail about vitamin A deficiency. Vitamin A deficiency and niacin, different type of vitamins and minerals. They will take each and every one and explanation they will ask, and explain about the meat hygiene and role of nurses in the nutrition education. Very short answer that include the caloric value of carbohydrate and define protein. Okay. Dietary sources of vitamin E and what is bland diet. And next is about the nutrition screening, define nutrition education. Clear? So and also we know that we have essay question, short answer question and very short answer question. Clear? So very not only very short answer question, we have multiple choice question also. We will get a total 5 multiple choice questions from this subject. So 5 multiple questions. I will give you one example. For example, an example of micronutrient is, 4 options are there: vitamin, fat, carbohydrate, protein. Which is the example of micronutrient? Any idea? That is vitamin. Okay. Next, 1 gram of fat yields, 4 option, 9 kilocalorie, 4 kilocalorie, 7 kilocalorie and 12 kilocalorie. Answer is 9 kilocalorie. Clear? Next, I'll ask one more question, that is about a diet which is made up of food that are soft, not very spicy. Soft, not very spicy, and low fiber, that is called as bland diet. That is called bland diet. Soft diet, bland diet, clear liquid diet and liquid diet. You should learn how it is. What are they? Soft diet, bland diet, clear liquid diet and liquid diet. Clear? Then the levels of calories you should learn. Next about and that was the last year exam, and before that one more exam was conducted from RGHS. There they will ask the food exchange system as a essay question and explanation about marasmus. So marasmus already is asked, so coach worker we can expect here. And food additives already it is asked for food, so food adulteration we can expect here. And also nurses role in the prevention and management of iron deficiency anemia, it is asked here. So iron deficiency we can expect, or iron deficiency, whatever it is, we can expect the role of nurse. One question definitely is there in your question paper. Take that one. After your examination you should comment here. Okay. The right various method of nutrition assessment. So nutrition assessment, it is an important area. So nutrition assessment, various method of nutrition assessment is important. Then weekly iron folic acid supplementation program, explanation about that. Then beverages, basal metabolic rate, name of 2 water soluble and fat soluble. I told about water soluble vitamin and fat soluble vitamin. Simply remember which are the water soluble and which are the fat soluble. And define energy. Okay, what is the unit of energy? That is kilocalorie. Name 2 sources of carbohydrate. Then again multiple choice questions are there. And also the long essay, as I mentioned earlier, IYC ICF, that was an essay question. And explain preventive method of role of childhood obesity. So currently this is an issue, so that is the reason. As per the recent trend, childhood obesity regarding one question was there. So cause and efficiency disorder. Okay, dietary management of patient with constipation or diarrhea or CVS or renal diseases. Next right you will get. Then good sources of iron. So these type of questions, and enlist the purpose of nutritional education, nutritional assessment. Okay, from this area you will definitely get a question. Clear? Okay, hi. Okay, so I hope I covered almost all the area. So you will get question from this area only. So if you haven't watched, some of the students, definitely I know that everyone, they don't have idea about these our classes. So that is the reason, if you have seen this one, means share it with your friends or share with your nursing students groups. Okay, so this will be useful for them also. So after that, after I think 12th is your exam date, is this 12th. So you will have less than 10 days. Not less than 10 days, approximately 10 days. Okay, so within 10 days is there, that is enough, that is more than enough. So based on these classes, you should learn, prepare the notes and learn that one. Definitely you can score better. So if you pass in the examination, it is simple. Okay, so basically if you have means, definitely you will pass. But in our aim is, you need to get distinction score or great mark. Okay, so that is the reason we are taking classes, conducting lives. So after the examination, definitely you should, if you get some of the question or any of the questions from my class, means definitely come back and write it in the comment box. Definitely this will be useful for the future students also. I hope it is clear for everyone, each and everyone. It will be here in our Nursing official YouTube channel. So share with your friends, copy the link and share with your friends. Any doubt, you can write it in the comment box. Okay, so more nursing related notes and easy study materials or question paper, you can download Nursing app from the Play Store and you can utilize that one. And also video classes is currently available. Currently it is a new version, so that is the reason you will get access for the video classes completely for free. So for that you can use the coupon code #NG in capital letter NG25. Okay, so use the coupon code and redeem it, you will get classes for free. So if you need any assistance, don't hesitate to contact us. Anytime we are here for nursing students. Okay, so any help, any assistance, again and again I am mentioning, you can contact us. So that's about today's sessions today. We have completed one applied nutrition and applied biochemistry for the second semester students. Hope it is useful. Thank you for watching. See you on next class.